Yep, that's right, guys. I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. I felt like going on late. The fishing was terrible. I'm sure live was pretty good. Great scenery. But I'm back now. Hey, Eric. Part of it, too, I was just on with Island Life. I don't know if you guys watch Island Life Fishing, but he was on live, and I told him, I'm going to go live. So let's see. He said he might bring some people over. Do you guys like the did you like the thumbnail? Oh yeah. My little hippity hop guy. The thing is so fun. I know. I was just live like what? 8? 2 hours ago? Yeah, I think, yeah, 2 hours ago. I was just hanging out here 2 hours ago. Fishing live. And now I don't know, like I said, it just it just seemed too short. But I screw. No, actually not. Switching her up a little bit. It still got ice in it. What's up, guys? I don't know. I just thought I could see if I could get myself a raid. So I was on with Island Life. I don't know if he's still on. He was wrapping up. I didn't, it's not good to go live when somebody else is live. Or at least that's what they say. Yeah, I heard about it when I got home. It's really funny though. Did I not pretty much predict that when I did my video about it? That's the weirdest thing. I said, usually when one of these things happens, fairly quickly you will see another one happen. And it's only been a week. So I'm like, wow, that was I, that was an odd prediction I had, but yeah, and it was in a random place, a freaking Walmart, like just a shopping mall. But yeah, that was just kind of weird. I got home and I went, wow, that's what I was saying. It's like usually when this stuff happens, usually right away something else. I don't know with these sick people. It's like I don't know. It's like they were planning it and then somebody else did it, and I don't know. It gets them all pissed off because somebody else did it. So they're like, I don't know. These people are just freaking sick in the head. That's all I gotta say. That's what Idle Life was talking about. He said a lot of prayers and everything because another freaking senseless, stupid thing. Yeah. Hey, JJ's. Yeah, well, yeah, you haven't been missing much as far as fishing. Fishing's been bad. I just went live for 2 hours, never got a bite at Pinot. Of course, I was blocked from all my spots, and there were like 30 people on shore. But it's just been slow. I don't know why. I don't know what's up. And then I get home and find out about this another freaking what? And he was like 21, right? I think they say he was 21. The one here was 19. This one's 21. It's just senseless. These people should, I don't know. They got to have some other sort of purpose than making a name doing that. That's just stupid. Stupid, stupid, stupid. Just senseless. Yeah, I haven't heard much. I mean, I know it happened. I haven't seen much about how many and all that stuff. I heard he did a manifesto and this is somebody called 911, but they had a timeline, but they had no idea where it was going to be. So they had early warning, evidently, but when you have early warning and no idea where the person's going to do it, but I have hippity here. I mean, if you just have one of these, you're probably not going to want to do like stupid stuff because it just makes you laugh. Here, I actually play it for you. Do the hippity hop. Everybody do the hippity hop. Do the hippity hop. Everybody do the hippity hop. Hope this doesn't give me copyright infringement. That'd be really bad. Hopefully it wasn't long enough. I'm gonna pop up. Yeah, I know exactly, huh? Seems like somebody. Seems like he might have had like 40 guns on him the second he did anything. I mean, like you said in Texas, everybody's strapped, everybody's armed. I don't even think you have to have a concealed weapon, do you? Or concealed weapon. I think you can actually carry it, out. I mean, it's Texas. All right. Well, yeah. Where's Chris been? Chris didn't come on my live earlier, and I don't see him in here. Maybe he's busy. I don't know. Usually on Friday, Saturday, or his days off. Well, what's really going on? I don't know. I was kind of expecting a raid, so yeah, that's right. Low budget didn't come on either. Neither did Highland. Some of my fans are leaving me. Some of my regs, but it's YouTube. JJ came in here and he hasn't been on in a while, but he's been busy. People have their life, unlike me, who has no life except doing this stuff. Oh, I'm so glad I have Hippity. Hippity keeps me hopping. Yeah, no, that was actually given to my stepdad because he does a bowling league, and I guess he's always dancing to all the music. So they got him that little Hippity as a gift, and then I kind of stole it. I like it. So did anybody see my live and all those fish I caught earlier? It was amazing. I did the best casting, I think, in any live I've ever had. So, how about that weather? See what happens when you come on here and you have like What's up, Jose? Not much. I said I just got through doing live, and I don't know. I don't have anything to do. Well, I did film a show yesterday, but I don't feel like editing. Uh, kind of. I've been down there, but I don't know. If I did go there, I'd have to do a show. I couldn't go live anyway. I get reception there because I said trying to move around alive on rocks and stuff. I might try it. I'm kind of desperate. Bass Icon 831. How's it going? Oh, we're getting some people in here. That's good. So I never know what's going to go on. I'm like, oh, I forgot my. Dang it. Forgot my fake news stuff. It'll be fun to do some of the fake news stuff. JCT, how's it going? Totally different live for me. I'm actually out here on my porch. I tried the whole fishing live thing and it sucked. Hopefully tomorrow, going for Big Bertha. Hopefully that bites better. Hopefully there's some action. There's a bass fishing around here for some reason. It's just, I don't know. I'm not hearing much of anything from anybody about a really good bite or anything. No, I'm into. I got it right here. I got one here. It's not my usual ice, but it is an ice. I don't know. Evidently, I'm not supposed to show labels on YouTube Live anymore for alcohol. So this is what I heard from somebody. I don't really understand it. I mean, big deal. I mean, there's a lot of other promotional stuff going on. What would be the harm of just, taking a drink and showing the label? I'm not getting anything from it. I don't think they're getting hurt. They're getting free press. So I don't really get it. Uh-oh. Yeah, well, a lot of people are, yeah. Well, my prayers go out to her. Um, I'm old enough. All my grandparents have passed away at this point, but it was not good when it was going through it. No, I didn't even get a bite. Not a peck, not a nibble. Hey, Suds family, how you doing? Well, I saw you. You were in. Yeah, all right. You were in when Island in that. You were in Island Stream earlier. I mean, I don't know. I used to always fine. I always felt really weird when I do my lives because I don't know. Usually, I have them in front of my computer and I have like something set up, and then I don't know. Then or I'm live and I'm fishing, and all of a sudden I see everybody go live and just in their car or on their porch or just kind of anywhere. So I'm like, oh, okay. Well, I guess it's an accepted practice to just pop up. I mean, I used to do them out here when I did quick little giveaways and stuff. But I don't know. I always just felt like I had to have a proper background or something. But it's live. You can just do it anywhere. And out here on my porch, I can, actually smoke a cigarette because inside I can't. Got pink pancreatitis. It's not pancreatitis cancer, right? Pancreatitis cancer, pancreatic cancer. That's not the same. I know because that's bad. I've known people have had that, and that's like the worst. pancreatitis. I don't know what that is. It's failure of it, maybe. And yes, I'm excusing the spelling. I wouldn't know how to spell it either. It's just we all get the picture when you put it on there. Well, how old is she? Well, what happened? People are dropping out now. People are dropping out of YouTube's like not keeping me up to date. I want to learn how to do some of that fancy live stuff, the computer stuff with the cool images and the backgrounds. But I only do it on my phone. I need to get a camera and do it on my actual computer because I Premiere Hell. I love that. How he's like a kitty and all the other stuff. I thought that would be so fun. He told me to program that, but I don't think you can do it on a phone. But I do have a character with me here. He'd be my mascot, right? Like I like have him in the background all the time. Oh, I could do something like Craig Ferguson. I could like get a robot or something that I can make talk off to the side, like pro- program phrases and stuff, and have like an animatronic robot that answers and talks back to me. That'd be kind of fun. A sidekick, a late night sidekick. Four people. Nice. Oh wait, 74. Okay. Well, wow. It's kind of scary, man. She's actually 2 years younger than my mom. Kind of hits home when I hear that. Yeah, my mom's 76 right now. Well, at least it's not cancer. It's cancer. That's like the worst cancer to have, as far as I hear. I've had friends in my life that got it, and they went downhill real quick. But just so it's not cancer with it, I'm sure it's something that they can deal with. Yeah, wow, 74. Hmm. Sorry, that kind of hits home. I mean, my actual father passed away at 46, so that was really young, and it was a total obscure disease that ended up taking him. And it's something they have more awareness of now, but back then they didn't. Yeah, it was tough. It was tough. It was I was 19, and it happened within 24 hours. So I'm sorry. I'm I'm still looking to make a video about it. I need to, but as you can tell by right now, it's hard. Even 20 something years later, 30 years later. Yeah, something. Eh, I'll do it eventually. Sorry, didn't mean to get this way. But yeah, um, I hope she gets better. I said, just so it's not the C word with it. It's probably something that's probably manageable, I would think. Oh man, I don't know what is up with the wind here in our area. Even right now, I don't know if you guys can hear it in the background. Yeah, well, and another thing on that point, um, if anybody ever does suffer from that, from either like a parent or any sort of really, wow, data usage alert. So I got a data alert. I've already gone over 50 gigs, and I still have 2 weeks before I'm at 54 gigs. Um, I get 50 gigs, unlimited, and then after that, they always alert me. Anyway, I don't. This is under a business for the phone. I don't see it slowing down. But back to what I was saying, any sort of uh, instantaneous loss, like something that happens, like like a car crash or something like that. Uh, if it ever happens to you, go to counseling. My sister and my mom went, and I'm like, 19. I'm a man. I can handle it. Uh, well, no, it effed me up for like 10 years. And well, obviously now, even with with just that and the thought of it, you can see how it affected me. But yeah, I just thought I could handle it on my own. I don't what emotional trauma, this and that, and I can deal with it. I can deal with it. No, all of my 20s, almost into almost my 30s. Uh, I was I mean, I look back now and I thought it was normal, but I was a wreck. I mean, as far as my thoughts and sort of depression, other stuff that happened to me, it was just, I should have gone to therapy and actually, had somebody help me with the thoughts and the feelings. But it's a lot harder, like I said, when it's an instantaneous thing. I mean, if it's something you know is coming, like the illness, and it takes like 6 months, a year, whatever, it's a progression. You can deal with it better. It's the instantaneous sort of thing that really messes you up. So I've told people the same thing for the last 30 years of my life that I've met that have dealt with something like that. I said, "Have you been to therapy?" They're like, "I don't know." They offered it. I'm like, "Go, trust me, go. you need you need to deal with it. Don't think you can deal with it on your own. It'll work on you. So you need to go." Okay, wow, totally not where I expected this to go, but anyway, thanks for hanging out, guys. It was supposed to be a fun, upbeat, live, but oh, that's life. Yeah, and was it pretty much instantaneous? I mean, was it something you knew about, or something you had no idea what's coming? That's what I said. That's where the difference is. If it's something that's you can deal with it more when it's coming. But I mean, any of it is. I mean, obviously, any of it's a tragedy. But I've learned that a lot from other people that have dealt with it and the acceptance and working up to it when you know it's coming compared to something that's just in a blink of an eye, out of nowhere, gone, is the one that can really F with you. Man, when are these winds going to give up here in California? It's still windy right now. At freaking what time? 10:30 at night. Usually right now it should be just like completely calm. Yeah, yeah. I'm holding it down well. I'm on my porch, uh, going places, evidently. And then what happened in Texas today? Like I said earlier, it was really weird because if you watch my video I did about that, about the mass shooting here, I don't know. I pretty much predicted that very soon after that, you're going to see somebody do the same thing. And tragically and unfortunately, it happened today in Texas. And again, it was in a freaking Walmart, I guess. I don't know what it is with these sick freaking people. But the odd thing is with this guy, he did a manifesto and yet he gave up. So, I mean, not to make anything sort of light of the whole situation, but usually when people make a manifesto and put it out there, it means they're in it to the end. Yeah, but usually, that's why you do it because you're in it till the end. Usually you're doing it and you're going out with it. And this guy did it, and I don't know. Evidently, they say he gave up, he surrendered, he put his hands up. So I don't know. It's just it doesn't fit the MO for these people. So I don't know. I don't know what triggered it, but it's just. I said, boy, like I said, I predicted that somebody was going to do this again at a random place, probably fairly quickly, and it happened. Is there a death? Oh yeah. Oh, that's right. He's in Texas. Texas. Well, yeah. Maybe. Yeah, you're right. Maybe he had that planned out. Once he knew Texas has the death penalty, he knew he'd probably get it. Maybe he went that route instead of I don't know, instead of death by cop. Maybe he planned out the fact that well, I'll just give up. They'll give me a death penalty, and then I can act. I don't know. These sick people. It's like maybe he wanted to draw out his fame or something. Wanted wanted to do this sick act and then be in the public eye for a trial or whatever afterward. You never know how they're thinking when they do this stupid stuff. I just don't understand it. I mean, I don't know, sensationalism, I guess. But the fact that they're both, what, the one I have him here, he was 19, and this one I heard he was 21. I mean, who's in that frame of mind at that age? That's like the age where you're partying and having a great time and trying to figure out your life. How's it come to that? That you just want to go there. Uh, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I don't fall into that whole drug sort of thing. I mean, this sort of stuff's happened with people that are, yes, sick in the head, evidently. Oh, that guy was older. Well, I could see it more at that age. I mean, no, I mean, I'm not trying to say anything about it, but if you've gotten to that point in your life and you've just been bitter your whole life, at that point, might boil up to the fact that you want to just go shoot everybody. But 19, 21 makes no sense. There's there's no way anybody that age should be thinking about doing anything like that. There's just that's what I don't get. I mean, it's just. I mean, I remember what I was then and what I was doing, and it was all fun and it was a great time. That's that's when it's like the best time. Not how could you be that bitter and that disgruntled with life in general at that age? I mean, is it social pressure? Is it basically what I'm doing here, like going live and just such awareness of I don't know negativity? If if you're just not that person, yeah, you can go that route too. But that's been happening forever. That's happened. Picked on and bullies and a lot of those people. The funny thing is, a lot of those people that were picked on and were nerds and everything else in grade school and in high school are the people that are now hugely successful. They're either comedians or they're movie stars or they're musicians or something. They use that as a positive. And to see people that might have been picked on everything and get to the point that they just want to go shoot people. It's just I don't know. It's just beyond me. It, it's it's definitely an evolution of society because it's only been happening what now since what the 90s. What was Columbine? Wasn't Columbine in the 90s when it was sort of a youth thing? It never. I don't think it ever happened before that, unless it was like a suicide bomber or something. That was something that was driven from terrorists, actual terrorists, and religion. But Columbine was the 90s, wasn't it? I don't know. I can't research it right now. Yeah, I think I don't know. Was Henry Grace on Yeah. See, he don't afford his whole life, and he just finally got fed up. 1999 was it that late? Okay, well that makes more sense because that was more when stuff like this got more sensational and got more publicized in the media because that was around the time that the internet was coming out and information was much more accessible to a lot more people. So yeah, 99 would sort of make sense because it wasn't that accessible and everything else before that. It was the internet that when everything became very uh, I don't know instantaneous and more easily thrown out there. I mean, you had TV then, and you've had TV all the time, but the social side of it is much more accessible, I guess, because to get on TV and that as a person, but yeah, no, I think it makes sense to have it about that time, especially for younger adults or kids that are doing these horrible crimes. Yeah, and it spawned a lot of copycats. That was basically, I think, the very first, was not the very first school shooting that was done by, what, was it the first ever school shooting? I don't know. Yeah. But I think that was the first school shooting, wasn't it? I would think. Yeah. Yeah, Columbine was 20 years ago. And look how many have happened since. If that was actually the very first time something like that happened, like I said in my video, when something happens in a random place, suddenly there's copycats. How many school shootings have we had since then? There's been quite a few. I mean, they weren't as successful, thank God, as far as amount of people they injured or killed, but it definitely started a trend. Yeah, but that was totally different. I mean, that was some planning there, and the amount of explosives and everything he had in that truck. And I don't, yeah, that was, but that was more of a, oh, that was more of a actual terrorist sort of thing. The whole the whole suicide bomber sort of idea in that. I don't know. I think personal shooting is just walking to a place with a lots of firepower and everything else is, I don't know, it's a totally different phenomenon. I mean, not to really break it down, but the fact is, if any of these people, even the one that happened today, if they actually walked into that sort of scenario with a huge ass bomb or whatever strapped to themselves and just walked into that and hit the button, the amount of people injured and killed probably would have been worse than them walking in with an AK-47 and a rifle. It's just a completely different mentality. The Mandalay Mash. Yeah, I mean that's why I said it kind of started us. It started out over sort of a religious thing, and now it's just sort of a hate thing, and now suddenly it's becoming just even, I don't know, it's just becoming less focused, I would say. It's just it's just not even worrying about the nationality of the person, the age of the person, anything about it. It's just like suddenly does not make sense. Before it was targeting like a certain nationality or a certain type of person or something like that. And now it's just but it's people that aren't terrorists. It's just people that live here, that people have grown up their whole life in America that just want to go out and just kill people for absolutely no reason. Before we had a reason. Now suddenly it's just so random that there's just no purpose. I mean, I don't know. That's what I said. It's just, the more random it becomes, the more scary it becomes because it can just happen more and more random, and it at less and less, places. Sorry, guys. I said when I went live here, I didn't plan for this to be that, but Island Life was actually on, and he had the purpose of the fact that we all need to do prayers and everything for what happened in El Paso. And I don't know, evidently that kind of spilled over into me being here with my live. Totally random. We're all human and we're all involved with it. So it's something that happens to me as a fisherman, to you as a fisherman, to you as a family member, to so I mean it's all relatable. I would really hope. Um, yeah, that was kind of my point of it. Let's get back to the fishing tales. Yeah, I know. They say it's if you give into it, that's what they want. So the reality is, yes, it happened. Yes, feel sorry and give support and prayers, but you can't walk around being scared all the time. But that's what they want. These sick people to do that. They do it intentionally to make you. And yeah, so yeah, let's get back to fishing. Big Worm came up with a good point. It's over. It's done. But I have to go back to his point, 1976. That yeah, that's just before we end this. That's the scary part. Um, but I don't know. A lot of other stuff could car accidents. I mean, I think car accidents a year kill more people than this sort of stuff. So, um, I mean, texting and driving, all that stuff is much more important. I mean, than this sort of stuff in reality. But yeah, fishing stories. Do I even have any more? I think I told them all, didn't I? Didn't I? Didn't I in the short-lived storytelling Tuesday pretty much go over all my fishing stories? I was trying to think if I had some more, but I don't know. I pretty much chronicle everything that happens now on my videos as far as fishing tales. Most stories I told were things before I started my YouTube channel. But yeah, on that point, I don't know what the hell's up with this year. Um, I can't really figure out why the fishing is so slow. It might be partly because of all the amount of I don't know. It's well, at least here in California, we had tons of rain after what like years and years of no rain. Then we had no rain, and then this year we had rain again. So I could understand when they first went up because they've been low forever and all nutrients released and all that stuff, and the fish having all this more water and going nuts. And then I don't know. Then there was a year of pretty much drought again, and then last this year great rain and everything. So I don't know. It's just it should be an incredible year right now. I predicted that probably by the middle of June the fishing would be going nuts in all these lakes, and even compared to last year, and that it's not happening. At least in the local lakes where I am, and I watch a lot of videos and everything else. And a lot of other people are having issues with with struggling in fishing and not as good at fishing. Almaden? Yeah, really. Well, which Almadens? There's two. Is it Almaden Lake or Almaden Reservoir? Because I think Right to Bear's been going to Almaden Lake, and I don't think he's been doing that good. Hey, 4321. Sorry, we're just getting back into fishing. We had a little sidetrack thing. Yeah, but like I said, Almaden Lake or Almaden Reservoir? Pretty much the one in the hills or the one right by Bass Pro Shops. 'Cause I think Right to Bear's been there a lot. And he said it's not doing that well, or he hasn't been catching that much. Heard a bunch of women cheering. How's that come from? I haven't seen any of my raccoons out here yet today. I have an issue with a bunch of raccoons around here. They've been fighting over here next to my house. Surf perch? Yeah. I need to go back and try that, but then I'd have to actually spend money on sandworms. I've tried fishing for those damn things with every other bait, but sandworms the only thing I can get bites on. And it's like what, $7-8 freaking package for those things? I'm uh I'm on restricted video making right now. as far as expenses for uh, other stuff. I wish I had more funds, but I really don't want to go back and have a day job. I think I have enough going on that I could just keep it going the way it is and be able to support myself. I've spent 13 years on this damn format. I should get paid back for it at some point. There's got to be something called mass saturation where I have so many videos out there that something's got to go off at some point. Actually, I do have a video that's when to set the hook. I don't know, it was like 4 or 5 months ago, 6 months ago, but suddenly it's getting a lot more views than even my recent videos. So I don't know if somebody linked it to something or whatever, but it's suddenly getting a lot of views. I mean, it's showing up in my most views in the last 48 hours. So I don't know. Yeah, I just say it's YouTube. You never know. Something that's 3 and 4 and 5 years old could suddenly out of nowhere just go bam. And you're like, what? Why is this thing getting hundreds of views a day? It's been sitting out there forever. But yeah, that one's thanks. Yeah, well, that's my whole purpose. My whole purpose, I've been on 13 years and everybody's like, how the hell can you be on that long and only have 2,000 subs? And what are you doing wrong? And what's up, VOS? What, VOT SF88? How's it going? Yeah. My last video I put up of me actually fishing was Coyote Creek Lakes. That's what I call them, Coyote Creek Lakes. Some people call them ogre ponds. Oh, it's Valley of the Sun. Oh, you changed your name? Valley of the Sun Fishing 88. Oh, I get it. You abbreviated it. Yeah, no, I'm at those. That's, last time I was there, I actually caught 7 fish. And actually, I don't know if you know this, but I had another show there with Right to Bear, and I formatted the disc before I saved it. He's a computer geek. I sent it to him. He was able to recover a lot of them, but I put them in my software, and they're jittery. They just like it's not like a vertical. It's like they're just all so pretty much that show's never going to be produced. But he caught like 5 or 6. No, I think he caught 4. I caught like a couple. But yeah, that's my yeah, that's my most consistent lake at the moment. And just sitting there right at that same spot where the water comes in, where there's that current. That's like been the best spot for me. Like I said, I'm confused with the lakes right now. I mean, I've only kind of gone lately back and forth to 3 of them. Crater Creek Lakes, Uvis, and Chesbro. I need to go. Well, somebody just said they were at Anderson. It was slow, but I need to hit up Coyote and all that. But yeah, I've been on a budget. I haven't worked since December. I've been I've been using every kind of money I can to keep this thing going. All the money they paid me at Marshalls when I quit, my last paycheck, cashed out my 401. Just trying to keep it going. Just trying to be able to supply you guys with good content and good tips and everything that can help you guys catch more fish. That's why I've been doing more of the tips and tricks in that lately, which a lot of people have actually been asking for a long time, because that was sort of what I originally did in 2009 and that when I came back to YouTube. And those, well, I don't have to go anywhere to film those. I can film them here. The knowledge is in my head. That's what I like to do is teach people. So compared to the travel time and the expense to travel these lakes and entry fees to the lakes and all that sort of stuff. So that's why I've been kind of going back to my original roots and uh, trying to put a lot more of the tips and tricks and biology bites and that stuff online, since I have so many of them scripted and I just exactly. You don't see that because it's on my head. I keep the head on, so you don't actually see the cigarette. But suddenly, every once in a while, you see the smoke come up, which is, I mean, I'm not going to hide it. I do it. I don't promote it. I don't tell anybody to do it. I don't say, hey, you should start drinking and smoking. But it's me. It's it's what I do. But at least I've helped people. I'm not going to do all the cheesy stuff. I'm not going to do the $5 Walmart challenge. Oh, Almaden. Okay, so you're talking Almaden Lake, not Almaden Reservoir. Yeah, I don't know. I just like I said I see all the stuff that goes on YouTube. I see all the stuff that's popular, and you have the stuff that gets more views and makes people more money and gets people more subscribers. But that was never my intent on here. I don't I want to honestly tell you how to catch more fish. I just don't want to play the game and have some random person pick my baits or some random person do this or $5 or a stupid combination like soft plastic kit or crankbait kit or I don't know. I just don't think that helps people catch fish. It's just a gimmick. It's just a trend that gets more views, gets you more popular, and I don't know. I don't see value in it, and I might end up dying without ever getting this to the point that it makes me any money. But at least I had principles and I stood by who I was and what I'm not going to do and what I am going to do in order to teach people how to fish. I'm not going to fall into that. I just don't want to. But I think that's my demise. Too much, too much integrity in myself and too much honesty about how, wanting to teach people, not just giving them what's the trend as a video on YouTube. That's not me. So there we go. Another another evidently honest statement from CCB. And that's probably why I get a lot of people that say that I suck and you don't know how to fish and you're the worst fisherman on YouTube and all that other stuff that they say about me. It's like, really? Yeah, and at the time back in 2009, 2010, there were a lot of people that really liked all those videos and they really liked the biology side of it. And but it was kind of finite within it. I still have some more biology bites, but that's kind of a fact in nature what I'm doing with biology bites and the way nature works. So it it pretty much it's I don't know. For me, I don't I kind of exhausted most of the biology bites as far as the scientific side of it. I just can't make stuff up. I mean, I want to tell you exactly how nature works and how they work. And so, kind of within that, biology bites had a finite sort of run as biology bites. I say I still probably have another 5 or 6 that I can do that have been scripted, and some of them scripted 5, 6, 7 years ago that I just never got around to filming because I started filming a lot more shows than I did the biology bites and tips and tricks. But yeah, I've kind of explained it to people. It's just there's only so much you can do on that side of it. Tips and tricks are infinite. Yeah, well, I'm 53 and I, I don't know. I was married to my clothing store for 11 years for the most part. That was that was pretty much my baby, and then I don't know. We all have what we go through. I never went down the whole married and family route. I don't know why. Just never met the right person. Never. I don't know. It was never kind of a thought of mine in the beginning. I'm sure if I met someone along the way that was perfect, it would have happened, but never happened. So I'm still here at this age, just trying to produce stuff that helps people as far as fishermen and helps people catch fish. And I'm totally against all the hype that's about uh, following the trends and doing the bullshit and just trying to say something that's not going to work. It's, I can't do it. That's probably why I don't get many people offering me sponsorships for videos and that because no, maybe they know I'll be honest and be like, I don't know, guys. I mean, it's an all right bait, but I'll be honest, there's a lot better baits on the market. I mean, do they really want to hear that from somebody that's like sending a bait to review or something when you're actually being honest and going, ah, nah, I don't need this thing. No, I mean, I'm not gonna be one of those people that's just like, oh, this thing's awesome. Oh, this thing's great. I've got so many fish on this. When it doesn't do it, it's like, the hooks are bad. They bend out, or it kind of tracks to the left, or I don't know anything about it that I'm going to be honest about and say I don't think so. Don't buy this bait. Work on it. Do some more, testing on it and all that. Send it to me again, and I'll see what I think of that one. But the one you give me right now sucks. I'm not going to promote it. I don't think it's a quality bait. And that's pretty much why I'm poor. Right? Because, yeah, I can't promote my own baits that I know are great. I never talk about them. I never tell people about them. How do people that have known me forever go, I've told you guys over and over with me, I only use mono. It's Trilene XT or Stren Original. Um, and now I pretty much think that the Stren High Impact and Trilene Big Game are pretty much completely comparable, and they're a lot cheaper. So I said I've never ever fished fluoro. I fish braid very. I fish braid very momentarily at the pier. And yes, it was incredible. You could feel things a lot more with the no stretch and all that. But I don't know, it just kept looping on me and then tangling. Yeah, I know, but well, that's the hard thing about doing this, which is the YouTube thing, is people don't want a real fisherman. They want the hype. They want the overboard into everything and doing, stupid $5 things and this and that. I don't know. I've even done it. I've done FLWs. I've been in the back of the boat of, I don't know, like 20 pros, 30 pros. And I've taught them stuff during the day of them fishing in a tournament, just about a lot of scientific stuff, biology bite stuff, just tips and tricks stuff, just totally different stuff. I've taught a lot of actual touring, well, AAA, the coast does, but pros in the end of it that were in the front of the boat when I was in the back of the boat. And some of them had actually seen some of my videos back then at some point and asked me questions and said stuff. And I would spend a lot of time in the tournament talking to them and giving them insights of stuff that they're like, I never thought of it that way. You were so right. And I'm like, why am I telling? I mean, you're a pro. You've been a pro for like 15 years and you do tournaments. And I tell you something and you're like, dude, I never thought of it that way. I'm like, why am I in the back of the boat? I mean, just how did I just throw out this like epiphany to you when you're the one that's in the front of the boat and you're the one that has sponsors and you're the one that does this pretty much almost for a living. And I'm the one that's in the back of the boat going, telling them something and they're like, dude, that makes so much sense. I never thought of that. Like, oh, well, you're welcome. But it's because everyone knows how to play the game and be the hype. I'm not really a hype guy. I know how to fish. I know how to catch a lot of fish, but I'm not a pump my chest kind of guy. I might tease you and make fun of you when you're fishing with me, but at the end of it, I'm the one that's gonna bring you over to my spot, set you up with my baits, and say, here, throw it out there, do this, work it this way. Now you're not working that way. Um, yeah. So I kid with people, and I like the kid that comes on live a lot. But in the end, I will always show them what to do, and give them the baits, and help educate them. I have fun on the way to doing it and giving them a hard time, but in the end, I will always try and teach them. I'm pretty much a sarcastic person. So. Wow, really? Two people are still hanging out? Damn, you guys have been tired of me by now. Yeah, it's just it's. I mean, I know, but I know, but see, I was just gonna say that right before you put that comment in. Um, that's totally, completely true. But a lot of that's what's been holding me back from actually having an income and making what I do profitable is because, like you said, I'm not a sellout, and but you got to kind of get to some point where you go, you know what, I have to sell my soul. I mean, not really, but give in a little bit to stuff to sort of. I mean, for me, if I want to make this what I do in my living, in the environment of YouTube at this moment. I mean, back when I started in '09 and I had a really good following and things going, and then I sort of effed up and sort of disappeared for a couple of years. Back then, I had that following of people that loved the fact that I was so honest and not a sellout. But today, it's so hard. Everything is just everyone's just copying. Well, let's be honest, the Guggen Squad. It's like everything they do is B-roll and music and making the hype about it and clickbaiting and just it's just I don't know. It's let's ghost a little bit. I'm trying. I'm getting there. I'm 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 trying to do well. I just did thinking about the boxes. Because I mean, see, the thing is, if I want to really sell out, I could do like MTB unboxing and or LTB unboxing and doing the challenges and all that other stuff, and or doing reviews. I mean, I kind of did that. That's the new one I did was kind of selling out. I have another one coming up about GoPros and some stuff I'm finding out and hearing about that I'm getting that I brought up in a video. Um, yeah, I know. But see, I don't know. The weird thing is if I don't know, if I sell out a bit and suddenly like this sort of stuff, that's kind of what I'm thinking about is the lives because I have so many on here that are so that have been here the whole time and we can have these intimate and then I don't know, suddenly I go through the roof and suddenly we go to these lives and there's like, you know, 300 people on and the comments are just going and I suddenly won't be able to talk to my core people because you will just suddenly get lost in this whole like flying in of people that are just not they're just I don't know. I shouldn't think about that because that'd be great because that mean I'd probably be making more money. But I would I would lose the intimate connection of the fact that at this point, I usually only have, like two right now, or 10 or 15 just people. But I mean, I have that in that's kind of why I started Patreon, because I kind of had that thought where if I go with these suddenly getting to the point that there's so many people that it's sort of hard to keep up. But I would have the Patreon, and as being a Patreon member, that I could do lives for my core people that on Patreon. So 90% of those other people probably won't be there. So I kind of had a plan for it. Or I could just switch it over to going live on for you guys if the YouTube thing starts going with the lives, that I wouldn't get paid for it in that, but I could go live on Facebook or something. So it would be taking you guys over there to do these more intimate lives than if the YouTube, because I see a lot of them, and even with is there? Hmm, that might work. I mean, yeah. I mean, there's a lot of options for it. I mean, obviously, I'm not at that point yet, because right now we don't get enough people, or where there's not enough people that is just going nuts with the comments, where it's just flying by and you can't even read them, and half the people are just asking for, I'm only 2 away from 1,000. I'm only 10 away from 600. I'm only 2 away from whatever. All that stuff that's going on. Although I'm kind of selling out to that too. Today I was on Premier Hell's panel. A couple nights ago I was on Premier Hell's panel. I've been on Grant McIntosh's panel. I've been on What the Fuck Mike's panel. And I don't know, first I'm like, oh, I don't like these whole live people, and the whole panel, and let's go, let's grow, let's go, let's grow kind of thing. But I'm learning it's a good avenue to go as far as getting yourself out there and more people to see you. So I've kind of been giving into it. I'm sorry, guys. I've been jumping on more popular live outdoory type channels and that. But like Dylan said, let's go. Sell out a bit. But on that note, the one sellout I did was one about Mike Long. Yeah, remember that one? I pretty much sold out because I knew it was a hot topic, and my friend Ash told me about it. I hadn't heard about it, and I jumped on it and sided with. Well, they all thought I sided with Mike Long, and thinking when I kind of jumped and went, "What about the guy that spent the time?" And so he got me a lot of views. He got me. One has like almost 5,000. The other one has like 3,000 or something. But everybody hated me for it. It's like I don't think I've ever had more than like I don't think I've ever had more than 30 likes on any video. I'll have to check that out. But sometimes I get like 26, 27, and that one, the dislikes on both of them were over 100. So I think I'm the only person on YouTube that's had more in the history of all of his videos in 13 years. More the record of dislikes at over 100 is more than I've ever had as on a positive video. So I mean, that's just kind of funny. I had to go that route to get that much reaction, but in the negative, downward way. But I knew it going in. Having a having an opposite opinion than 90% of the people about that guy, I knew it was going to go that way. But I said, it's kind of funny because I did that video and I'm like, it's such a huge thing in fishing industry at the time. And I'm like, guys, but it's just fishing. There's so many other things in the world that are worse, like pedophiles or murderers. And now what is it? Just less than a month after that, we've had like three mass shootings that are just so much more important than the fact that this guy got caught snagging bass. And everyone was getting on me about that it was like the most important thing in the world that he was snagging bass. And I'm like, dude, it's just fishing. Come on. There's like so much worse stuff that goes on. Why are you guys getting so worked up about reaction videos? Yeah. Well, you can do. I mean, I said that was a reaction video. That was my reaction to that video. And I could do more. Oh, trust me, I could do so much more. There's so many other channels I would love to sit down and play their video in the background and just rip it apart. As far as I don't know, as far as YouTube and a whole in the fishing community and what people actually watch and like, and how it's to me not really beneficial to you becoming a better fisherman. But I don't know. I did get one comment. Someone said that. It said if your channel is not really about reacting or reacting to videos and that, maybe you should do them. But it got a lot of attention. It got me a lot of views and it got me a lot of subs. So I don't know. Maybe I should start um, doing some reaction videos on doing some reaction videos on some of these videos that I see. They're just it's mindless poo poo crap. And just I mean I you guys got I mean I've been doing videos since 1986 and I catch a lot of stuff in videos. I catch a lot of stuff from baits they use to actually baits they say they use and baits they catch them on when they're trying to focus on another bait. And they kind of, I don't know, they're saying they're catching a bait, but if you watch the video when they unhook it or something, it's actually not on that bait. Yet they just kind of think nobody will notice that you said you were catching on this. And if you notice, because it's like they'll leave some little part in there where they're unhooked or something. And you look at that bait and you go, what? Wait, huh? And I'll rewind and watch a little split second. I'm all, dude, you said you were fishing this bait. And that first fish you caught is on a totally different bait. And then they'll go on, and then later in the video, they'll catch a few on the bait that they specifically were targeting for. But I'm like, dude, how you're totally lying to us. And you're just throwing it in there and saying, or, oh, the other one that really bugs me. Yeah, I got to do some of these guys. One that really bugs me is when I know that they're fishing for multiple days and they try to string it together as if it was just one day of fishing. And they'll slip up and say stuff in the video that pretty much calls them out as a freaking liar because it proves that it was like 2 or 3 days that they filmed it, not just one day. Yet they play it off as if they had this incredible day of fishing when it was actually days of fishing. I mean, and a lot of people, I'm like, oh, and I go through the comments and that, and nobody picks up on it. Everybody just falls into the title of best day of fishing ever. And I'm like, well, I can tell by the way you edited it and the other stuff and that you fished probably it looks like you fished 3 days to get all these fish to put together into one video. And I mean, I tell you guys, I'm like, if I ever do one, I'll say day one, day two, and that. But I see all this stuff, so yeah, you're right. I need to start doing some reaction videos to this sort of stuff, just to just to call them out on it because I think it's dishonest, and I will never do anything that's dishonest in what I fish and how I fish it. I don't know, and that's like the whole Mike Long thing, and now everybody thinks I'm a cheater, and I've even had people say, "Oh yeah, your videos, you're probably catching them on a different bait, and tell everybody you're catching them on that bait, or unhooking them and putting another bait in their mouth and saying you caught it." I'm like, no, I don't do that. That's not what. I'm pretty straightforward. You can see it all the way from catch to unhooking it to throwing it back. That it's the same bait. I don't. I'm not snagging them. I'm catching them legit. Yeah. So yeah. Thank you. 1976. Is that your birthday? Is your birthday 1976? I don't. I actually know commentary and all the other stuff. I think you're allowed to. Otherwise, all these other videos that are doing it when they're playing like a music video or something else, and they're doing their reaction to it, they would all have copy strikes. Uh, yeah, I think I think I think yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. Then that means you're 10 years older than me. 'Cause I'm 66. Um, no, I think you're allowed to if it's a commentary on something, which is a video or something else. Uh, I think it doesn't count as a copy strike. If you're just playing it in the background just to replay it, then yeah, you would probably get a strike. But I don't know. I'll have to research it more, but I'm pretty sure. Or if you just play little clips of it or a little bit of it in that, just so it's in with a commentary, trying to break it down or having your comment on the video and that, I think it is actually not considered copyright. Just like satire, if you make fun of a video and it's considered comedy or satire, or do a skit about it or something, it's not considered copyright infringement. It's really weird with that shit. Like how that all works. If you make fun of it and spoof it, it's okay. But if you just play it in the background and have people go, "Oh, isn't that a great scene? You guys love that. That was great." And since you're not commentary doing a comment on it, and you're just kind of going along with that, all of a sudden it's copyright infringement. So it's sort of it's a gray area, and but I see too many of them on YouTube and people that are monetized and are monetized when I watch them that are doing reaction videos of somebody else's video. So I can't see it being a copyright strike. I mean, people do it about like America's Got Talent singers and that, and they break it down and play part of it and then go, yeah, well, see right there, his voice is kind of a little up, and I'll play a little more and comment, and it's monetized, and I skip the ads on my way through the video. So good point though, and thanks for bringing that up. But I think I can get away with it within it being a reaction video. If not, hey, I just won't monetize it, but it'll still get more attention and probably more people subscribing to me for my regular fishing shows and everything else. So we'll see how it goes. Wow, my battery's already dying, guys. Give me my low battery warning. I don't have the explanation point yet, but it's already told me 50%. And it's only been 125, 126. But I was on here earlier. I said I was on Idle Life's live for a little bit. And I've already been live for like 2 hours fishing earlier. So uh, At least one person did come over from my life that one. I don't know. He had like 30 people on, so evidently he didn't give me a raid. But at least somebody did, because he said, "Oh, Syndico's Pass gonna go live. Maybe we should raid him." Evidently, the raid link didn't go out, or people ignored it. But at least I had somebody come over. So, and I don't know if you guys have him on live fishing. He's in Florida. He has a charter with his son, and makes videos and stuff. They're actually pretty cool. And he's been on here with you guys as a commenter on my lives quite a bit. So I will at least shout him out. I think it's Island Life Fishing, mostly saltwater, obviously. But check him out if you can. And well, I just had somebody else come on here, but I'm gonna have to shut this one down, guys. Thanks a lot for coming in. Tomorrow I'll be live. I think I'm gonna go just play around at El Estero and see if I can catch Big Bertha again. Yeah, 5% remaining, guys. 5%. I need to get one of those little external batteries. But yeah, tomorrow I'm just gonna stick around here. I'm gonna go see if I can have Big Bertha hook me off again or break me off again, and well, I don't know. Hopefully, catch a lot of big ass carp. Since there's no need to go back to Pinot. I mean, I tested it today. It's probably just busy tomorrow, and the bite's just not on. Next week I'll give it a try on Saturday to go live there and see if the bite's back up. But I want to go hang at El Estero and at least, they're carp. I always get bites. I think it'll be much more entertaining and different scenery because I've been at Pinot for quite a bit. So thanks a lot, guys. I'm out. Thank you for joining. Sorry about the sort of downer part of the beginning of the stream. Oh God, yeah. It's already, so it's like 2 o'clock there. Yes, I said sorry about the whole sort of, I love live you weren't here from the beginning, but there was kind of a death tone to the beginning of the stream, but it was in the news and with what was happening, and it kind of led me to some other stuff. But tomorrow we'll have fun. We'll see if we can get ourselves Big Birthday. Okay, I'm out.